Okay, gentlemen, 190SL. We get asked this all the time. What pieces do we send you at Heritage? So this video is to help you guys get the right things to us. So the list is on the quote that we've presented to you, and subsequently, if you're moving forward with an order, it's on the order itself. And it has the list there, but let me just show you in the video. It's really straightforward. I won't talk about the packing because I've covered that in another video. Content: we need the upper door cap-ins or garnish rails. Okay, there's 2 of them. We need the door panels sent complete, like these, no disassembly required, and so they send the 2 door panels. You send the sun visors, 2 of them, and you send the little ashtray lid, like this guy did. You send the big cowl, like that, and then of course you send the seats. But let's set the seats aside for a minute and just talk about early cars. On the early cars, in addition to those pieces we sent, these are already trimmed for customer here, is the aluminum shroud that goes on the binnacle, the binnacle cover, and the 2 hardwood pieces that go on the dash. Okay, so we need those as well for the early cars. So that covers the pieces that need to be sent. Let's look at the seats and how the seats should be sent. We need the cushion base steel, which is there, and the spring casing that's within it. And we need the backrest assembly sent complete as it is. Now, this is a stunningly original example on this seat, but the customer, in spite of me often pointing out to people what not to send and what to send, often get it wrong, and they've sent us stuff that we don't want. So we do not want any of the chrome hardware that affixes the seat. And subsequently, the best way to ship these seats is to have the cushion and the backrest separated. You'll need to do that to get at the hardware. Okay? So we don't want anything that we don't need. If you look at the backrest frames here and the chrome coming down here, it's, in fact, here's one that just came in from Dubai, and there's the chrome frames. We need those. Okay, now we're asking that you send them, if you're going to do the chrome in, you send them chromed or painted or whatever, combination of both in this particular case. Or most of the customers, like this guy, is going to have us take care of the chrome in, and they come with just the backrest with these chrome pieces sticking out. If you've done the chrome in, obviously pack it nicely with some protection like this guy's attempted to do. Now back to this. Best way to strip this stuff down: do let WD-40 do the work for you. WD-40, drop it in there, capillary action will pull in. Everywhere there's a fix-in, let it sit. Couple of days, the better, the longer, the more WD-40, the better. You don't want to strip this stuff, you don't want things to snap. Okay? Then you're going to remove this one, and you're going to carefully retain all these pieces. And I do want to point out something here that many guys get missed. There's these little spaces here, and often we'll get the cushion bases sent and they've retained all this, but there's one that's deep in here that they haven't retained, and then we've had them where they come in the boxes and it's floating around at the bottom of the box. It's made of unobtainium. So gentlemen, please be careful with the small bits and pieces. And again, like everything we do here, we strongly recommend you videotape the disassembly of your seats so that when they come back, you know how to assemble them. It'll save you. In other words, look at these 2 spaces here, and you're kind of like, which way around do they go? I wish I had a video or had a photograph. Videos are better. Anyway, back to it. You're going to get a big screwdriver to disassemble this. That separates the 2, cushion and backrest. The backrest is then done. That's all we need. Once that's off, this is the whole backrest assembly. The cushion, we definitely do not want to see these here at Heritage. This is restoration. This has nothing to do with us. These are things that have to be taken care of. You have to either plate them or decide what you want to do, polish them up. There's little rubber pieces that need replacing. And that's your call as a car owner or restorer, or your restorer. Okay, so that needs to be removed, and then essentially the cushion base becomes this assembly, and you don't need to disassemble it any more than that. Okay, If you want the factory original paint, like this taupey color, and you want to prepare this, like many customers have, or a few, half the customers at least, if it's a show car, they just want to have it that way, then we ask that you take care of it. We don't get involved with that type of quality of painting and the colors and so on, okay? You take care of that yourself, send them, and of course if they're done nicely, send them carefully packed back to us. If in this particular case, many of the customers are not that fussy with what they want to do with the bases, as far as they're not going to paint this the taupe color and they're not going to have their painter do it and so on, then we have to get involved in whether we like it or not, and we don't, because we don't want any of this dirty grease coming onto our brand new covers and affecting things and so on, and it does need to be cleaned out and taken care of. So if you want, you can do that yourself. If you don't, we will do that service and charge accordingly. It's on the price list as an extra. We degrease all this grease, get in there, clean it all out. We sandblast the cushion base itself, and then we paint them with a Worth German spray can paint, high quality, nothing fancy. It's a flat black or semi-gloss black, and that's how the bases are finished. At least they're clean. At least they're, again, you don't see it when it's in the car. That's how we do it. Your call either way, whichever you want. And that's what we recommend for the 190s. And I think I've covered everything. Of course, don't worry about the broken glass. That becomes brand new. I think what else? Nope. Oh, yes. The little pig's ears. Give me a second, guys. There's one other thing here. There we go. So we call these pig's ears. They're aluminum panels that protect the convertible top frame. If you have them, send them. It's part of our service to recover them. And that is it. I think I've covered everything.